Right, so it's official. Signed, sealed, delivered. Conor Gallagher is an Atletico Madrid player. It's done. And it's a fee, I think it's £33 million, and the deal has officially gone through. He's signed for them, and this is a video where I'm just gonna give my view on the Gallagher situation, but I want to make it clear that I slated him massively in a previous video. I did, and I probably was harsh. I believed everything I said, but it was still harsh. So I want to sort of turn it into a positive note. I made it clear that I do not rate Conor Gallagher at that level. I don't think he's good enough for Chelsea. He's certainly not good enough for Atletico Madrid. I don't think he's technically good enough to control football matches. And I feel you need to have that if you're going to be a central midfielder or a number 10. And he just doesn't do it. He's got a wonderful attitude. He's got an eye for a goal as well. But there's more to the game now. With the way tactics have evolved now, there's more to it than just running a lot and chipping in with a goal here and there. As a central midfielder, you have to have a high level of technical ability. And I don't think he has it. But I want to give Conor Gallagher the chance to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. It's not why I started doing YouTube. I didn't start doing YouTube just to start slating players. I don't like doing that. I hate doing that, actually. But my problem was never with Conor Gallagher. It was more with the fans that overhype him and they make out his ability is better than what it is. So it was never with Conor Gallagher. I used to love watching Conor Gallagher. For some reason, I was watching a lot of Charlton games 5 years ago because I was very intrigued. When they got promoted to the Championship, I was really intrigued to see how they'd get on in the Championship. And Conor Gallagher was one of the players that got brought in on loan. And from then onwards, I thought, what a player. What a player. Then he went to Swansea, done really well. Went to West Brom, really well. And when he'd done it for Crystal Palace, I thought, yeah, this guy's ready for Chelsea. He is. He's ready. Chelsea needs to give him a chance. But I don't think it worked out the way that it was meant to at Chelsea. Even though fans will say he done well, I disagree. I think Chelsea need more. But I want to give him a chance to prove me wrong. You know, go to Atletico Madrid, go to a different country and prove why I'm wrong. Please do it, because I want him to do well. At the end of the day, he's an England international. I don't think he should be, but he's an England international, and we need as many players who are English doing well, especially abroad as well, as possible. So I want him to go to Atletico Madrid and prove me wrong for all the things I've said about him. And then I can do a video at the end of the season and say, do you know what? I got Conor Gallagher wrong. He was better than I anticipated. Because it's irrelevant what I think about him now. I think I've slated him enough. I've said he's not good enough times. And I want him to go to Atletico Madrid now and really, really shine on the world stage and try and prove to me why you're good enough for that move. Because the thing that I don't want to happen is I don't want him to become another Ross Barkley or another Calvin Phillips. Players that make the jump and they just can't sustain it, and then it kills 5 years of their career. You know, Calvin Phillips might never recover from this, you know, because he was a star at Leeds. He goes to Man City, and then for about a year or two, he's just completely frozen out, goes to West Ham and does terrible there. Ross Barkley, it's taken him 5 years to get his career back on track with Luton last season, because when he left Everton, there was about 4 or 5 years where he just completely ruined his career. And that's mainly, and that's another reason why I'm where the criticism comes from, because I don't want Conor Gallagher to become that, because he was so good at Palace. And Palace, listen, to do it at Crystal Palace is very, very difficult. You know, they're still they're not the best team in the league by no means. They're not. But as a club, they're still a Premier League club, and it's very difficult to shine at a club like that. So I would hate for him now to make this big jump up to Atletico Madrid, and then it just doesn't work out, and then it knocks a few years off his career because he can't regain his form, his Palace form. But I think Chelsea have made the best decision to sell him, because I don't think he's Chelsea level. I don't think he's Madrid level. But let's just see if he can prove me wrong, and I want him to prove me wrong. I want to be doing that video saying I got Conor Gallagher wrong. But it's official. He's signed for Atletico Madrid. I don't think it's going to work out, but if Conor Gallagher can prove to me that he's good enough, then it's great for everyone.